Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today I want to recreate something that looks like this and out of these. So if you're interested in how I did this, then stick around and I'll show you how I did it. I used my heart cabochon mold, and I just used just clear UV resin. I didn't record that step. I figured it's pretty self-explanatory. I have many videos on that process itself. So what you're going to need to do this, you're going to need your cabochon mold, whether it's hearts, whatever shape you're going to do. You're going to need, I like using this Mona Lisa adhesive size. It's a glue that dries really tacky. I'm also going to be using some black gel nail polish. Doesn't matter what type you use as long as it is a gel and it can be cured in UV light. I'm also going to be using this spider nail gel. It's a black spider nail gel. I just picked anyone up off of Amazon. You're going to need a UV torch. I'm going to be using my Resin's double-sided UV light. You're going to need some scissors, some tape, some sticks, wooden sticks, and some applicators. I'm just pulling everything I have on my desk here. I have the Let's Resin Chameleon Flakes. I will be using that. I have the Let's Resin Chrome Powder and the Let's Resin Chameleon Powder. You don't need all three. I will show you what each one looks like. So to get started, I believe that's it. I'm sorry. A little silicone cup, some toothpicks, some Q-tips or cotton swabs. I use a pair of janky flush cutters, some tweezers, and I have my jug of water to the side. I'll explain that later when we get to it. Okay, I got 3 of the heart cabochons, 3 of the sticks. I'll take some tape. It's a double-sided tape. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I'm just gonna stick that on like so. Try not to get it to stick to my gloves. And the next one, just want to cover just a stick and some, and with the tape. We're gonna use this as a handle. It's the stick. Just makes everything so much easier. You can use the poster putty that I like to use. I like using that. But this, because I'm going to be doing a lot of burnishing, burnishing it, like really using some force down onto the powder. So I find that this works a little better. Remove the backing off without sticking my gloves into it. Now we got our cabochons. This is the front, this is the back. I'm going to place the front onto the tape like so. So I want to go briefly over the safety precautions that I use when using any type of resin, whether it's UV resin or epoxy resin. I work in a well-ventilated room. I have a fan going. I have 2 air purifiers going. I have one to my right and one to my left. The one to the left is the Resin's air purifier. It lets me know the temperature of the room and the humidity of my room, which is really important when working with epoxy resin. Most importantly, I like that the fans will increase in power and the lights will go from green to yellow to red to let me know that the air quality is questionable. You do not need 2 air purifiers, but I have them, so I use them. And I am wearing nitrile gloves. And when I'm using UV resin, I use my glasses here whenever I turn on the light. Long-term exposure to UV light is not good for your eyes. I just want to let you guys know what I use. So I'm going to get a Q-tip and I'm going to get this spider nail gel. I'm not real familiar with how this works. I am not a nail artist. So I do have an extra piece of parchment paper here. You are going to need your UV torch for this. So I am left-handed and I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I think I'm going to go, I don't know. We're going to wing it. So basically it's just real, like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like elastic, but it cures. So we're going to go this way and back and pull some more out. Just want to create some lines. The more lines you create, the more of the effect. It's like a crackle effect I'm going for, I guess. And it's just like that. I'm going to pull that away, and that is what I have. Do I have it on the front? No, it's just, that's the bottle, the cap. But there it is. So I'm going to set this one here for now. I'll cure them at the same time. Let me get this one out. I also did a few of these, got them prepped because I want to show what this looks like without the black lines. So we're going to go across, pick some more up. I want some thicker lines. It's kind of cool. So we got that one. Oh, my husband's home. He had the oil changed in the truck today. Here we go. We're going to do it again. Get this kind of close. There we go. I'm just going to keep picking up the line that's already coming out of the container. It's kind of interesting stuff. I guess I want a little bit more on this one. I want to play with this. Get that on there. Okay. And there is that one. Kind of cool. I'm going to set this down because I want to cure that too. I don't want to just toss that in my garbage uncured. I don't like throwing anything uncured resin in my trash. I'm going to close that up and I'm going to hit this with my UV light. Get that with my light as well. And get this one without dropping it. I know that this cures pretty quick, but I am going to stick it in my UV light for about 3 minutes and then I will be back. Okay, I cured these for about 3 minutes and I let them cool down. And I'm going to get a cotton swab or a Q-tip. And I got the Mona Lisa adhesive size out. It's a glue. It dries very clear. You just want to make sure you get glue in between each line. And you don't want to put too much glue down because I don't want it to drip off the sides, you know, and get onto the front of the cabochon. But I want enough down to get between each line. And it takes a little bit to dry. I usually give it about 15 minutes. And I'm going in the direction of the lines. Don't know if that's important or not, but that's what I do. It ensures that the glue gets in there like so. You can try using a paintbrush to do this, but this stuff is extremely sticky, and I've haven't found a way to keep my paintbrushes from ending up a sticky mess. So that's why I use a Q-tip, at least in this kind of application. So I will be turning on my little fan, my little desk fan that I have. Just got it hanging right in front of my desk, but I'm not doing it now because I don't want this glue to dry as I'm putting it on. And I just got to remember to turn it off before I pull out any powders. I will be a sparkly mess myself. So yeah, so I am going to let this dry for, I don't know, 15 minutes, and then let me close this, and then I will be back for the next step. All right, I am back. These dried for about 15 minutes. I did have my fan on, picked out the powders. We're gonna go with the green and the chrome powder, the fuchsia in the chameleon powder, and the blue in the flakes, chameleon flakes. So we're gonna do one at a time because I don't want to get the powders on these. Move these to a safe location. I'm gonna get a coffee filter out. We're gonna start with the green, what is this, chrome powder. I'm gonna get one of my little makeup applicators. We're gonna bring you in a little bit. Try to remember that I'm in zoomed in mood. And we're just gonna take some of the powder onto the applicator, and we're going to spread that onto the glue. Now that I have the powder on, make sure I get it on the edge of the heart or the cabochon. Now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna apply some apply some pressure. It's called burnish. I'm gonna burnish that powder in to the glue. I don't want loose powder. While I say that, I'm gonna close this up. I'm just getting that powder on there, like so. That looks good. That's what we have so far. I'm gonna shake off this powder into the garbage. Okay, I'm gonna get me a new applicator. Another heart. Now we're gonna go in with the fuchsia chameleon powder. Make sure I'm in frame. Got a new applicator. Yeah, this applies a little different. You basically have to dab the powder on because my applicator sticks to the glue until we get it covered. So I'm basically pouncing. I'm not pouncing, I'm pouncing the applicator. I'm sitting in my chair. But now I'm really pressing that powder in. I can't go in circular motions. It won't let me. It's just too much friction. And my little makeup applicator is actually sticking. So we're just gonna pounce that powder in with some pressure. Okay, there's the chameleon powder. So we have chrome powder and the chameleon powder. Make sure it's dried right. There's that. I got this one. Now we're going to do the blue chameleon flakes. Look at that. That's like opening a bottle of magic right there, boy. Get me a new applicator. I'm going to set that on there. I think I'm going to set it on there. I'll just have to clean it up. Again, I'm just pouncing the flakes onto the surface of the glue. I can see where I didn't hit it with the glue good enough. I wonder if I can put a little glue on that. I'm going to try because I don't like how that's looking. First, let me get this pushed down in there so I don't have any loose powder. It's a nice little experiment I'm going to do right now. It's a question I'm sure we'd all like an answer to. I'm just pressing the powder into the glue, but you see that bald patch there? I don't want that. So I'm going to open up my glue. I'm going to turn it around because I don't want to get this in my glue. Okay, we'll let this dry. Got this one here. I'm going to do the same color but without the lines. I already have the glue on there. I just want to show you what it looks like with and without the black lines. So I'm going to do these, and then when the other one dries, I'll be back. Okay, that is dry. It's been drying for, I let it dry for, I don't know, an hour or so. So now we're gonna test it. Let's see. It's so hot here in Michigan. I know I keep saying that, but it just like the needle just keeps moving up. I think it's hit over 100 today. So now I got that on there, and I'm gonna just rub this across it, which is another word is burnish. I'm gonna burnish this powder down. And I see I have a little spot right here. We'll find out if it worked. Not too sure. Again, let me close this now. I'm gonna burnish that in. I can see that black webbing stuff. If you rub too hard on it, it will, at least the brand I got, will lift off. I didn't buy the most expensive brand. I just bought something. that I thought would look good. It was inexpensive. So that's what we have. Let me clean up my mess. So I have this one. Let's see. This is the same color without the black. Then I have the green with the black. And then I have this one. And then without the black. And then this one here, I did, what color is this? This is violet, Chameleon, the flakes, the violet. I'm gonna get this here, this gel polish. I'm only gonna do one on camera. We'll do the one we were just working on, because it's all the same thing. But just a little warning about, I'm gonna show you, just a little warning about this stuff here. My granddaughter, she just turned 14, and she likes to play with the gel polish and all that good stuff. Well, she developed contact dermatitis from using this product here. And her problem was, this is when she wasn't staying here with me. This is when she was living in Florida with her mom and dad. Her UV light that she was using was not strong enough. So she had, for I don't know how long, it was on her fingers or what have you, uncured. Where it felt cured, but she said it still felt a little tacky. So it wasn't fully cured. So she developed contact dermatitis. So you want to make sure, if you do use products like this on your nails or anything like that, you want to cure it fully. You don't want the tackiness. So because of that, because she will be handling this, when I am done with these, I will be dipping these in UV resin. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little light here, and I'm just going to give it a little zap with my light just to do a quick cure. And then I'm going to cure it in my big light here for 3 minutes. I'm going to do each one like that. I'll probably just do this and set it down on the plate of my light and cure them all at once. And then once it's cured for 3 minutes, we will take a look and see what we have. So I will be back when we are done. Oh, I also wanted to point out that I can find it. My stuff on my desk is just a mess. I'll be making a couple of them into pins, and the rest I'll do in magnets. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. What I have are the pieces. They're all ready. I have my Bond Crafter UV resin. I put a little bit in a silicone cup. I have my paintbrush because I decided against dipping. I just want to do a clear coat of UV resin on the back. I also have a little cup here with 99% isopropyl alcohol. So before I turn on any lights, I want to dip my brush, give it a nice swish, get the UV resin off, dry it on my paper towel, and that's how I clean my paintbrushes. This is the one I use for UV resin, and I've been using it for a very long time. And as long as you remember to swish it in the alcohol before it comes in contact with any of the UV light, you should be good to go. So all I'm doing is making sure I cover all the black on this. And the reason I went against dipping is I don't want to have to stick the tooth on the back and then clip it off. It's already bumpy on the back as it is from the little black webbing for the most part. I don't want to add any more than I have to. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do my brushes. This looks like it's all covered nice and good. One more little dip just to make sure. You can always come back in and do a second one. I probably will. I got UV resin on there. I'm going to take a piece of paper towel. I'm going to wipe off what I can off my brush. And then I'm going to swish it in the alcohol, just like so. I'm going to have a clean paper towel because the other one has UV resin on it. And I'm going to dry my brush. Do it a couple times. And then I just set it to the side. And then I will cure this. I'm going to do the rest of these off camera. If I do I'll probably do 2 coats. And then once we're done with 2 coats, I'll be back. Okay, now that these had a chance to cure, I cured them for 2 minutes each time. I did a coat of UV resin, 2 minutes, a coat of UV resin, 2 minutes. But if you've been following my videos for any length of time, especially my UV videos, you know that I also use a cup of water. It's just tap water in a plastic jug. And I'm going to take these off because to me it's a lot of UV resin. So it's really not cured just yet, but that's what we're working with right now. So I'm going to set this in like that. I'm going to do 3 at a time. And there's the green one. And I don't want them on top of each other. I know that much. And let's get the back side facing up like that. It's just how I like to do it. I think I can fit 3 in. There's that one there. I don't know, something about the flakes. The what is it? Not the chrome powder, the chameleon flakes. That is on a whole different level. So that if anything, this video will show you the difference between the chrome powder, the chameleon powder, and the chameleon flakes. So I'm going to stick this in my light just like this. I'm going to cure it for 5 minutes. Take them out, dry them off. Then I'm going to do the next batch for 5 minutes. And as soon as I get all these cured for 5 minutes each in the water, what the water does, the water inhibits the oxygen and allows the UV light to fully cure the UV resin. Because when it's out in the open, the oxygen gets in the way of the light from actually doing a full cure. So I'm going to stick this in my light for 5 minutes, and I'll be right back when I'm done with all of them. I will be using E6000 to adhere these little clips. I'll probably do one on camera. And I have some magnets here. But I want to show you. That's the green one. I want to show you that the tape just pulls off the stick. So you can reuse the stick again. So I just wanted to show you. So I will get back to it. Okay, so I am back. The first one I'm going to show you is the green chrome powder from Let's Resin. My granddaughter wanted one without the black lines on it. Couldn't remember which one it was, so I made those with the magnet, and one with the black stripes I made with as a pin. So the green one, this is what it looks like with the black. Very pretty. I really like that a lot. This is the chrome powder. And here it is without the black. Very pretty. The next one is the blue chameleon flake. So there's the blue with the black. Very pretty. And there is the blue without the black. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And then we have here the fuchsia in the chameleon powder. That's what this is with the lines. Let me get these out of the way so my camera knows what it's supposed to focus on. Didn't do a good enough job. That's the chameleon powder. So pretty. And this one is without the black lines. I really like that a lot. And then for extra, because I had an extra one here, I did that in the violet chameleon flakes. And I just did plain. No black lines. Those turned out so pretty. Didn't those turn out so pretty? Let me know which one is your favorite. The green, the blue, the fuchsia, or the violet. So here are my little hearts. I hope you like this video. Until next time, y'all have a great day and God bless. Bye.